This video has been sponsored by Affler and Retainful.
So, hey Shopify fam, welcome back to the One Shopify podcast. The One Shopify podcast you didn't know you needed until now. Sponsored by Affler and Retainful. This pod is your go to space where we break down the secrets of running a high converting Shopify store without the headache. I'm Aashika, your host, and today we are diving deep into something that literally makes or breaks your sales, the psychology behind customer buying decisions. Ever wondered why some brands make sales effortlessly while others struggle? Is it magic, witchcraft, mind control? Okay, maybe not the last one, but it's science, consumer psychology to be exact. And lucky for us, we have the best person to spell the secrets today. Joining me is Abdul Navas, CEO and growth consultant at Wepix India. He helps fashion brands scale online like crazy, 3 to 5x ROAS, 2x sales in just 90 days with his MCS framework. No random ad boosting, just real data backed strategies. Abdul, welcome to the show.
Thanks for onboarding me for the show.
Yeah.
Let's get started, and I'm happy to share all the insights in the industry.
Cool. All right, Abdul. Before we geek out on the sales psychology, tell us a bit about yourself. How did you get into the world of e commerce and what's a secret mantra for scaling brands?
Got it. So basically, this journey started in 2016. My parents was in a garment manufacturer,
Oh,
and I came from that background. What I was feeling is like, okay, fine, everyone is purchasing from us and building the brand. Why shouldn't we build the brand?
cool.
So it started like this. I started my own brand, the brand name called Drooling Baby. Failed multiple times,
Okay.
learned all the things in very hard way.
Okay.
And now I'm helping fashion brands more than all over India, 25 brands I'm handling and bringing the sales and revenue for them and getting them into the proper mindset and helping them to grow as soon as possible.
Cool. Yeah, I was also catching up on your Instagram stories. It looked very cool, pretty impressive actually.
Yes. We keep on doing because we
Mhm.
basically what does is like we understand the necessity of the entrepreneur, what they need, and we ideate the problems, what are the hurdles they will be facing, and we are giving the proper solution for them to grow in the fashion industry. You know that fashion industry is now getting so competitive
Yes, very
and
competitive.
so many brands are popping up here and there regularly. But only thing is like proper foundation helps people to grow faster.
Mhm. I myself have around 3 to 4 of my friends doing business in Coimbatore actually.
Lovely.
Okay, so let's start with the big question. What actually make a customer hit that buy now button? What's happening in the brain when they decide to purchase?
Got it. That is, before coming into that, I want to discuss a point. Let's say before the internet era,
Mhm.
okay, back in 1 decade back, like 10 years back. So what people used to do, they create a brand
Mhm.
and they want to sell it through the retail chains, right?
Mhm.
So what was the medium they were giving to the retail chains is the distributors.
Mhm. Mhm.
So distributors or retail agents or agencies, they
Mhm.
will give their product,
Mhm.
brands will give the product, and they will give it to the retail chains to get the products get sold out, right?
Mhm.
Nowadays, the distribution is like a distribution network. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the distributions. So first, before getting into the product, to click on the hit on the buy button, we want to create the emotion. There are two types of purchasers in India. One is price sensitive market, people who look for the cheaper products or affordable pricing, because India is not like a European or Western countries like attracting to the shiny objects.
Yeah.
So we keep on think about the value which we pay for. So
Mhm.
that is one type of market. Another type of market is like emotion based buyer. If you trigger them with the emotions of they connect with the emotion of your brand, they will
Mhm.
pay anything they want.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that is how the before they hit the buy button, every brand should create this as a foundation. They need to create a distribution network.
Mhm.
Once the distribution network is done,
Mhm.
boom, you'll get more number of sales. So I have a theory I used to say for every brand owners who got consultation with me. Let's say India has 140 crore of population.
Mhm.
In that, 80 crore people in an average using internet.
Mhm. Mhm.
Think of 0.001% becomes your customer, you'll be a millionaire.
Yes.
So that is what the thing. Before targeting on the product or purchasing perspective,
Mhm.
first we need to focus on building the brand, creating the distribution. Once you have created the distribution, you can sell the product easily. So that is my practical things which I have learned in last 6 years.
Okay. Good. That sounds interesting. Actually, I come into the first cheap buying category. Typical
Exactly.
Desi mindset.
Got it, got it. That is what, because that is what I said now. Entrepreneurs need to get that mindset shift
Yes.
because the old way is not working nowadays.
Yes, of course.
So first, when you know that India has lots of scams available on the internet, people are scamming people. So first thing is like if you create a brand, you want to create authenticity
Mm-hmm.
and the trust. So
Mm-hmm.
to create that, you want to create the content and distribution through the channels like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So that brings you the first phase of buying
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
from the people.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So basically, we're all just controlled by our emotion, and maybe logic comes in later to
Hmm.
justify the purchase. Sounds about right. I mean, have you seen people shop during Black Friday? Say for in India, we have New Year sale, end of season sale. So what was the thing going on there?
So yes, that happens. Majorly, what I see the pattern in India is like first one is the highest number of sale achieved in Diwali sales.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So Diwali is the most highest number of sales all the brands achieve.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Why? Because in India, people get bonuses on that time.
mm-hmm,
So they have lots of money to spend on products, outfits, and everything. So that
mm-hmm,
is all. Because I have a brand who was working with us.
mm-hmm.
Usually they do sales of 15 to 18 lakhs per month in an average.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
But on the day of month of that season month of Diwali, they crossed around 28 lakhs of sales with the same effort.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So people used to buy on the festive times, but you want to tap your market with a correct offer to reach to the people.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Get it.
So that is how it works. Because for that also you need the distribution first. When you put an offer, no one sees it,
Mm-hmm.
none of the sales will. So first thing, the what I said, the distribution is the key. When
Mm-hmm.
you have the distribution, you can do anything
Oh,
like putting the offer, manipulating the people through the offers, like we can say limited time offers. All these things works only we have the distribution. If you don't have the distribution, it doesn't work.
oh, oh, cool. Okay. So do you have any things to say for the people on distribution, like how distribution works, how to get started with those things? If you have anything to spill, we would be love.
Yes,
We'd love to hear.
yes, yes. As a fashion brand owners, what I would suggest them is like weekly 3 reels is mandatory for them, minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So what type of reels they can do behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
like how the brand is evolving, how you're packing your products. So
Mm-hmm.
that when you do the behind the scenes video or showing to the customers or the audience,
Mm-hmm.
it creates authenticity automatically.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So people trust the brand. Okay, this brand is shipping these kind of products, all
Mm-hmm.
these things. So behind the scenes video is the must for every brand,
Mm-hmm.
D2C brands.
Mm-hmm.
And then product, how, what about the brand? What is the emotion behind the brand? So all these things need to be done. And third thing only, you should come up with the product. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what the product I'm
Mm-hmm.
selling on. So you want to give the value.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you want to show the authenticity, then sell the product. So minimum 3 reels is mandatory
Mm-hmm.
nowadays in this scenario because reels are most consumed type of format on the internet. So you want to create the reels.
Oh.
So when you create the reels, let's say consistently for 1 or 2 months, in
Mm-hmm.
an average, I'm damn sure you can get 10K followers as soon as possible.
Oh, cool. Maybe probably
So
we will take this point also.
exactly. So that is what we have tested with the market. Minimum 3 reels per week, and minimum you to post 3 to 5 stories per day.
Okay. Okay.
That is the mandatory thing. When you do this, automatically your distribution gets built up. It's like in a corpus, like we say it
Mhm,
in mutual funds, right?
mhm,
Uh, Corpus of funds we have. We
mhm.
should say that corpus of data we have.
Oh.
So let's say day one, month one, we get 1,000 data, there's
Mhm,
1,000 customers who
mhm,
opted with
mhm,
you. Day two, month two,
mhm,
like 2,000. It gets expanded, right? When you get expanded, you have lots of leverage to play with the
mhm.
people. Like you can give the offers, contact, so you can send short-term messages to the people through the WhatsApp API. So first, as a brand, you should start building your data.
Oh,
So that is the priority. You should focus on the first 6 months.
oh, oh, okay, cool. So, getting practical, if say
Hmm.
I'm a Shopify store owner and I want to make my customers feel compelled to buy, say create
Hmm.
a FOMO, what psychological trigger should I be using? Like urgency, scarcity, authority, or what actually works and what are the things that I actually should focus on?
To be honest, India, as I said, is a price sensitive market. People first will compare the price
Mm-hmm.
always. And other thing is like limited time offer works that great in India.
Oh,
What I have tested, because like let's say I'm adding into the cart and I'm not purchasing it. Sending the abandoned cart recovery messages to the limited time offer. Let's say I'm Abdul, I'm you Aashika, I am going and purchasing in your website. I gone till until checkout, but I didn't purchase.
mm-hmm.
Automatically we should set an automation WhatsApp API or kind of thing. Send a limited time offer only for you for next 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a FOMO marketing as well as the limited time offer.
Yeah.
So that pushes you the sales.
Okay. Okay. So
So
I
this
probably get this
should be.
message all time and from Mintra actually. I'll go add
Hmm.
it in cart, come back. It's hard to choose sometimes. So yeah.
And other thing is like we should not have that many options like marketplace has. Uh,
Mhm.
that many options like marketplace has, because we need to have a limited option, because people's mindset, when you give too much things,
Yeah.
they'll get confused and they end up not buying from you anymore.
Yes, of course.
So that is what I would recommend.
Okay. So yeah, let's do a quick fire round actually. Can we?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do I make product feel limited without sounding fake?
Come again with the question.
How do I make my product feel
Hmm.
limited, say authentic, without sounding fake?
Mm, for that, you need to create curiosity on the content with the
Mm-hmm.
emotions. Why this product is like. Let's say we have launched a brand yesterday
Mm-hmm.
for aviation geeks.
Cool.
So none of them has launched this kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
gap and
Mm-hmm.
we launch it. The thing is like none of the people has given this kind of content for the people who are AV geeks, the
Oh.
who love aviation.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of thing we give it is a limited thing and it's authentic. People will trust it. You want to go niche specific when you create authentic or limited edition kind of thing. You need to go very specific, like IT dudes or IT people who use the normal terminologies in their workspace, right? So
Mm-hmm.
printed that in the T-shirt and say it as a limited edition. It will sell it out faster.
Okay. Adding to this, we see that there are a lot of noise in t-shirt brands actually. There are a lot of customized t-shirts available in the market. So if, say for example, I'm a store owner, I sell customized tees. So how do I stand unique?
That is what I said. No, you want to go for niche specific. Let's say, as we have chosen aviation related peoples. And another thing, India has lots of demand for F1 racing content
Mm-hmm.
T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
F1 T-shirts are sold up to 7,000, 8,000 rupees for each T-shirt.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And we can choose IPL concept. IPL concept based on the IPL, you can some copyright issues there, but you can think unique and strategize without the copyright issues is not coming to your brand. You want to do it in the that creative. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say Dhoni and kind of thing is very trending right on IPL. So
Mm-hmm.
when we create IPL kind of t-shirt on my own creativity, not using the copyrights,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that is the great thing for the needs. So like nowadays you can see oversized t-shirts or the
Best.
very boom in the market.
Yeah.
Like everyone has started doing oversized t-shirts. I'm getting around 150 calls to 200 consultation calls per month from the oversized people who want to start oversized t-shirt business.
Yes. Yes. There are a
So
lot of
what I
noise.
would say with them is like that there is lots of noise, but only thing is like you shouldn't go for blindly get a print, put it on the store. You should have some cost. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the gap in the market. I'm going to fill this gap. I'm going to target these kind of people. That is how we have started our own streetwear brand for aviation.
Good. Okay. Okay.
So aviation is an international market. You can go and search for aviation kind of t-shirts in internet. You do not find a proper aviation t-shirts in India.
I get it.
So that is the gap you should find, and you should dive into that gap and start a streetwear business.
Cool. Cool. I got it clear. Okay. So is limited offer enough or should I do more? When you said that we have to create, this particular deal is available for you for 24 hours. Is that is alone enough or should I add more to that content?
That is enough, but you can do it like what we do now for our brands is like end of the month we do payday sale.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So when you have a paycheck, get a payday sale, we get some 15% offer to encourage more purchases from this. It depends on because I would suggest you to change the offers at least 15 days once.
cool. Okay.
15 days once is recommended. That is best because you don't give much offer very often. 15
Mhm,
days once, and end of the month I would suggest to go for payday offer or
mhm,
kind of end of the month offer. So this works very great for the brands.
okay. Okay. So, what's the best way to show customer trust? So, reviews, UGC, or influencer. What would be the best way to build authenticity among the customers?
Mm. To get immediate authenticity, you can tie up with an influencer
Mm-hmm.
who has a good number of fan following. I don't want to go for bigger fan following like 1 million, 2 million. Macro
Micro
influencers
influencer.
like 100K, 200K. Choose a 4 to 5 influencer. Get for immediate authenticity and the trust.
Mhm.
Else, what you can do is like you can start getting reviews or UGC videos or building, as I said, building the distribution through the Instagram itself, like behind the scenes videos. And nowadays, founders are forced to create content.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you can create your own content as a fund because if you don't have a budget or like budget constraints to afford an influencer, start creating content yourself.
Mhm.
Now, that's what I would say to all the entrepreneurs. Nowadays, in this generation, founders are forced to create content, start creating content.
Yes, yes. I'll probably tell this to my founder also. Okay. Then, charming pricing, say for example, like 99 rupees and 999 rupees. Does it really work? Reducing
That
my
that
liquid.
decoy effect works. Decoy, like small, medium, large, that works. That is a typical default marketing.
Mhm,
That works always because we should not ignore that.
mhm.
Like you can put it as 999 and sell it for 899. That works very well.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, I'm convinced that pricing is basically a mind game. Okay, noted. All right. Now let's talk about mistakes. What's the
Hmm.
hashtag number one mistake Shopify store owners or any store owners make when it comes to influencing customer decisions? Say, for example, weak CTA, lack of urgency, no trust example, bad UI, whatever the thing, whatever under the sky, what contributes them to, not influencing their customers' decisions?
That's what I said. No, before building the distribution, if you start selling the product, people will not trust your brand.
Mm,
So
mm,
you want your audience should consume some of your contents first. So they
mm,
should create some authenticity. So
mm,
that is how the it automatically it pushes to the sales. But only thing is like without creating the content and directly start selling the product, that should be not a great idea for fashion. If you are selling something very unique
mm,
and very affordable, then you can start growing directly. I know a brand who worked with us.
mm,
They had a price sweet spot on the price point, like 299
mhm.
ready-made sari blouse.
Wow. Oh,
Got it. And it's available at 45 colors. You can match it with any saris.
oh, oh,
So that is the unique selling proportion. You don't want any kind of trust building or like any kind of authenticity. Just build the Instagram page and start influencer marketing and start advertisement. It will get sold.
mhm.
Within 60 days, we got 1,600 orders for
Wow.
that particular brand. So when you have a product like that, you can go directly. When
Mhm.
you have a product which is already selling, the crowd is already there, you want to create the distribution on the content and the emotion, then start pushing your products.
If I'm not wrong, basically bring in the engagement, basically bring the audience, and then promote the product.
Exactly. So that is what I said now. Founders are forced to create content, start creating content on the behind the scenes, build the audience because people love behind the scenes. because people want to know what's happening behind the brand. So start showing how you pack your orders, how you store your inventories, how you start cutting your outfits. Start showing it, and you can get it.
Yes. Also, we recently did a research on Upler. What we found is people are not really, liking that, you use this for these many days, you'll get fairer. All those are like catchy points, but we know the reality won't work. So people just want the harsh truths to put out and want the real solutions for that instead of, having a cake and putting on a lots of cream on it. Yeah.
End of the day, customers are very intelligent.
Yes, of course.
So we need to give the bitter. So when you cover with the sugar coated words, end of the day, you can see the graph up, but it will drop as soon as it grows.
Yes,
So you want
whatever
a
we build
consistent and
will.
sustainable growth.
Yes, I get it. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Time for some quick ones. I'm gonna throw some situations at you, and you tell me the sales psychology hack that saves the day. Okay, ready?
Okay,
Okay.
ready.
Your cart abandonment rate is through the roof. What's the one thing you should fix?
WhatsApp API, give the limited time offer for next 24 hours. It works like a charm.
Oh, okay. Your sales are dropping even though the traffic is high. What's your first move?
If you're running meta ads, stop doing awareness campaign and start advantage plus campaign,
Mhm.
because meta is now brought a new technology called AI image recognition model. So
Oh,
start doing advantage plus campaign. You will get good number of quality audience and quality traffic rather than the uh, not getting through the purchases. And if your audience is coming from the organic stuff, you want to improve your content. That's it.
oh, oh. Your product descriptions are boring. How do you make them conversion focused?
Start using emojis. It works like great on the descriptions.
Okay.
People love it. Like how YouTube titles give the emojis get good number of views. Similar way, people love emojis in the descriptions. Get a visualized effect that what you're coming to say. Start using descriptions with emojis, and it will be great. And start showing some offers in the description or the bottom of the add to cart buttons. That also works great.
Oh. So since we are talking about emojis here, it's everywhere. It's rockets and dashes from
That's
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT content.
Yeah. Will that actually work? Will that actually drive any kind
No,
of?
no. I would suggest you to humanize it. When ChatGPT gives, just go through it, humanize yourself. Think of that if a customer, think of you as a customer watching that, it should be humanized. People
Mhm.
nowadays, everyone knows this is a ChatGPT content,
Yes, of
but
course.
you want to think of that. Start get the content now. Obviously, ChatGPT is a great thing. Get the inspiration from the ChatGPT and humanize it according to your tonality.
Okay.
So
I
that works great.
okay. And your customer don't trust you yet. How do you fix that instantly?
Founders are forced to create content. Start creating content on your brand. Build the trust.
Okay. Okay. So the moral of the story, stop guessing, use actual consumer psychology and watch your sales explode. Okay. So I think we have come to the end of the episode. All right, this was gold, Abdul. Before we wrap, what's one underrated sales psychology trick that most Shopify store owners need to start using?
Start using third-party checkouts like Razorpay Magic Checkout.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays it's working great. Why? Because it's reduced the effort of the customers, because Razorpay is the most number one checkout is payment gateways used all over the India, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Razorpay
Mm-hmm.
has the customer database and their addresses.
Yeah.
What now we are using for all the clients, we're using magic checkouts. What happens is when you enter your phone number, it automatically gives you address. You don't spending time on typing your address on this. It makes checkout very faster.
Cool,
So
cool.
that is recommended, not using magic check codes or
Mhm.
kind of things.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I basically loved it. Now, if people want to know about you, follow you for more e-commerce wisdom, where's the best place to connect with you? LinkedIn.
Instagram and LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay, cool. Can will tell us your where do we find your, your socials name or anything, any sort of that? I mean,
Uh,
what's your name on Instagram?
Abdul Navas. Just search for Abdul Navas. You can find my profile, and same in the LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, all right, Shopify fam, that's a wrap. If you find this helpful, do the thing, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Next episode, we are talking about. I'm not going to spell the T right now. So, stay tuned. Until then, keep your sales high and check out pages optimized. Bye. Catch us next week for another Shopify deep dive. Bye bye. Thank you, Abdul.
Bye
Thanks for
bye.
coming.
Thank you.